Hi, welcome to Cooking with Suzy Q. Today we are going to cook some delicious pork chops with a green tomatillo sauce. Our first step is going to be, we need a pan, a medium pan with boiling water. We need a large pan with some cooking oil. I am using some pork chops with the bone, onion, garlic, cilantro, green tomatillos, chile pasilla, chile rojo, it's red chile California style, garlic salt, and some pepper. Okay, so our next step is we are going to put the green tomatillos, the chile pasilla, and the red chile in the boiling water. And one red tomato. This is so we take that acid taste away from the green tomatillo. So while that cooks, we are going to put our cilantro aside, our other stuff aside, and we are going to start cutting our meat. We are going to leave some bone in it, not all of them, but the bone gives it a good taste, maybe 1 or 2 bones. And we want like not too small pieces and not too big, a medium size, a chewable size. Okay, so we are done cutting the pork chops. I'm gonna turn on the pan with the frying oil, and I'm gonna turn on the fan because it's going to start getting hot in here. Okay, so I'm done cutting them, and like I said, I left a couple of bones in there because it gives it a good taste. Now put it back in the bowl so I could take it over to the pan. And we are going to wipe off our board, wash it off, because we don't want no bacteria on it. So I could cut the onion and the garlic. Okay, so I'm going to put it in the pan and let it fry slowly. In a couple of minutes we're going to add the garlic salt and the pepper. So while our meat is cooking and our tomatillos are cooking too, we are going to peel the onion and the garlic. So I'm going to leave a piece of onion out here without cutting it, and I'm going to cut the rest to put it in the meat. We are going to cut it not so small. In a moon shape. I like to call this moon shape. We want to taste that onion in there. But remember, we have to leave a piece out because we are going to blend it in our blender. Finally, I got that right. Gotta work in my English, like I said. But I try. Okay, so that's good enough. The onion. And we're just gonna peel like 2 pieces of garlic because we already have the garlic salt, so we don't want too much garlic in there. Peel the garlic. Alrighty. So we're going to put our onions in the bowl because we're not going to add them to the meat yet. We want the meat to cook first. So let's go ahead and check on our meat. So it's getting there. It's still pink. We're going to add the garlic salt and we are going to add the pepper. So let me add the salt and the pepper. And remember, I like the restaurant style pepper because it's more thick, it gives it a better taste. But it all depends. If you guys are not pepper lovers, well, you guys could use the thinner one, the normal one. And the garlic salt. And a tiny bit of normal salt. There you go. And we mix it. We want to make sure it's well cooked. We're gonna let it kind of get a goldish color. It's gonna take a little while. those bones give it a great taste. And they still have a little bit of meat in there. Okay, so our next step, we're going to grab our blender. Gonna grab the blender, remove the onions from here. I'm just gonna put them over here by the meat. And the tomatillos are ready, and the other chiles are ready too. Alright. We are going to put the garlic in there. We're going to put our tomatillos, the green tomatillos. I used approximately 6 tomatillos. One red tomato. And chile pasilla, 3 of them. 4, sorry. And 1 and 2 red California style chile. So we are going to put in here some of the water we used to cook them, so we could blend it. We're gonna blend this first, and then after it's well blended, we are going to add our fresh cilantro and our fresh onion. That gives it a different taste. It gives it that twist. You guys are gonna love this recipe. And then for the side, you guys could just make some red rice or some beans. Alrighty, so I'm gonna go ahead and blend this. Okay, so we are done blending it. We are going to use the drainer, and I rinsed out the pan. And we are going to drain it because we don't want the seeds of the chile pasilla and the chile colorado. We're going to make sure it's drained. And at the same time, let's not forget about our meat. We got to mix it around. We're going to mix it around, make sure it's cooking evenly. So light. It needs more heat. Gotta make sure it's cooking evenly. After it gets like a brownish color, we are going to add the onions. Not to them, because then they will overcook. Okay, we gotta make sure we drain it good, because if we leave all those seeds in there, it will give it a different taste. And I am going to blend this again. So we can make sure we take out all that juice, that great taste of the chiles all mixed together. Okay, so we are going to put this seed back in the blender. And this time we are going to add the onion and the fresh cilantro. And a tiny bit of water. Maybe like a cup of water. So we are done blending it for the second time. And we are going to drain it once again. Only one of the portions. The second portion, we are going to put it all in there. Okay, so we are done draining the first portion. Let's put this to the side. And this other portion that's left in the blender, I'm not going to drain it. It was just a little bit, so I'm going to go ahead and add it. And I'm going to rinse the blender off with a little bit of water and put it in there. Let me make sure we get all that great taste in there. Okay, so we put this aside. Come over here to the meat. It's taking a while to get that goldish color, so we're gonna leave it here for like maybe 8 more minutes, and then we're gonna add the onion. But I already mixed it, just making sure it's not burning or nothing like that. Leave it for like around 5 or 6 minutes. Okay, so we got our goldish color that we wanted, as you guys can see. It's almost done. We are gonna mix it, and we are going to add our onions to it. We add the onions, and we mix it. This time we have to stay close by because the onions cook really fast. We want the onions to be a goldish color too. And after that we add the sauce, and we are done. Ready to eat our pork chops with our green tomatillo sauce. Hope you guys like this recipe. And if you guys have any questions, you guys can just comment under the video and I will get back to you guys. And if I said a word wrong, I'm sorry. I'm trying to work in my English, on my English. You gotta be mixing it because it started to get fried already, that goldish color, and we don't want it to burn. And over here I have the beans with a lot of cheese because I love cheese. I put some Chihuahua cheese in there, some mozzarella. It's cheese for quesadillas, and it gives it a very good taste. And I slipped 1 yellow American cheese in the beans too, and that gives it a very good taste. It's just a tip for those bean lovers that want to change the taste in them. Okay, I'm going to leave it for 2 or 3 minutes. And we are done. We have the perfect color that we wanted. Just going to give it a little mix. I'm going to mix it for a tiny bit, and we are going to add our sauce. Our sauce. Our green tomatillo sauce. You want that bone to get that color too. You don't want it to. See, I'm going to make space for it. Put it in the oil. And I'm going to leave it for 30 seconds, and I'm going to add the sauce. Okay, so I left it for like 1 more minute so the meat and the bone could cook a little bit more. And I'm going to add the sauce to it. And once I add the sauce to it, and this is very, very important that you guys do this, I have some oregano here, a tiny bit of oregano, maybe like a spoon. And I'm going to add it in my hands because I don't want it like too blended, you know, like I want it in big pieces, and I'm just going to crush it with my hands. And this gives it a very, very good taste. And we are going to let it boil for like 5 minutes, and it's done. So we are done and ready to serve it. We are going to put our pork chops with our tomatillo sauce and some beans. And if you guys like, you guys could just put a flour tortilla in the comal or a corn tortilla. So we are done with our dish. If you guys like the way I cook and my recipes, please don't forget to share, like, and subscribe.